Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Michael Davis from Scriptura. I had recorded this episode earlier, and my microphone wasn't working, so now I get to do it again. Anywho, today we're going to talk about mirror reading the word and how it's used in the New Testament, in Ephesians primarily. And this could work for other conjunctions as well, although I've really just have only dealt with the word and. Now, normally when we think of the word and when reading the Bible, we think of it as a word that just kind of combines descriptors. So in the example here, we have a cylinder and it's square and round. So we're just saying, we're using the word and to connect two words that describe the cylinder. But in the Bible, it's possible that it may not have only been descriptive, but it was reconciliatory. And what I mean by that is that Paul, or whoever the author in the Bible is, could be using the word and to bring two opposing ideas together. So like in this example, let's say in the early church, they saw this, they really only saw the shadows, and one side of the church is saying, it's square, and the other side of the church is saying, no, it's a circle. And then, someone like the Apostle Paul comes along and says, no, actually, it's both. It's square and round, and because it's the cylinder, and it can give off both of these shadows. So to give a real example, we'll go to Ephesians, where it talks about apostles and prophets. And in Ephesians 2:20, it talks about how the foundation for the church was built on the apostles and prophets. Now, we normally just think of that as a descriptive phrase, but I think it's likely that Paul was trying to bring two opposing ideas together, that there was some sort of conflict between apostles and prophets, not necessarily between the apostles and prophets themselves, but that they had different teachings. Essentially, the false teachers were saying, hey, the apostles, they laid this foundation, but they didn't know everything, and the prophets, they got additional revelation, and so, this additional revelation supports our false teachings, and don't listen so much to the apostles. And so Paul and other writers really react to this and try to bring those two opposing ideas together, that the apostles and the prophets were teaching the same thing. Okay, so there's a little funny graphic. So in Ephesians 3:5, again, Paul talking about the apostles and the prophets, how it's been revealed to both of them, and revealed being a key term for the prophetic, but he's also applying it here to the apostles as well. And then again, talking about himself, Paul says that the mystery was made known to him by revelation. And so there's some other evidence that this conflict was happening in Ephesus that I'm not going to go into today, but just to show you an example of, okay, here's these two opposing things that Paul is trying to bring together: apostles and prophets, false teachers saying that they were teaching differently, and Paul bringing them together and saying, no, they're teaching the same thing. So, having said that, though, just a cursory reading from my own reading of the New Testament, it seems that the word and is simply used as a descriptor, bringing descriptors together, and not necessarily as reconciliatory. But I haven't looked at it in detail. But I just want you guys to at least keep that in mind, that it is a possibility, that it is reconciliatory, and that the writer may be trying to bring two opposing ideas together. An Old Testament example of this would be the phrase when it talks about God being God of heaven and earth. And there's some evidence in the Old Testament that there was a false teaching at the time that was just saying God was just a God of the earth. That's kind of his realm of power, was just in that realm. But Old Testament writers are really writing against that and saying, no, he's God of heaven and earth, and accentuating his powers in the heavenly realm as well. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as my website, mirror-read.com, or you can also go get there by mirrorscriptura.com. Thank you very much.